Avery?
Better than what
I told him, I said,
Pack's tied.
he's ready, well, he don't mean he's ready. Okay.
Are you following? Go ahead, follow. Follow. You gonna click that? You are now. Let her rip.
Okay, it's 5 o'clock. We're gonna call this meeting to order. I'd like to welcome everyone here tonight. And at this time, I'd like to turn this over to Mr. McCaleb, and he's gonna read our prayer list and lead us in prayer.
Thank you, Mr. Carter. We'd like to remember the family of Charles Allen Gentry, passed away, Judy McCaleb, Scotty Lewis's mother, Linda Brim, which is Bonnie Brandstow's mother, Barry Smith's father, Dane Shoulders, which is Ricky's wife, Kara Huff's father, Kim White, and Karen Allison's mother, Delaney Tidwell, a student at Defeated Elementary School, and Mike Shoulders, Ricky's brother, also 30 others. All right, let's pray. Dear Father, just thank you for this chance to come before you, Creator of heaven and earth, God. We so honored to be able to praise you, God. Thank you for that, God. We pray for the decision that's going to be made tonight, God. I know there's storms out, and we just pray for safety for those that are out in the ocean right now. And we pray you protect and covering over us. Be with us tonight. We pray for the students and the faculty that fix us start back to school, Lord. We pray for them and a good transition from the summer into the fall semester, God. And we just thank you for it. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please make sure everyone gets the follow button.
Okay, first thing is consent items, board minutes, permission to bid on the Vulcan steamer for Defeated School. Do I have a motion to approve those?
I'll make the motion. Second.
Second. Any discussion on any of that? If not, all in favor? Opposed? Next thing, superintendent's actions. Anything y'all want to put out and discuss? All right, they must be pretty happy with you. They don't want to discuss none of your actions.
Got a lot of them, what will come.
Okay, new business. TSBA policy recommendations. I hope you've had a chance to read up on all of those. Do I have a motion on them?
Yes, sir.
Do I have a second? Any discussion on them? If not, we'll do a roll call. Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Apple?
Yes.
Mr. McCaleb?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mr. Manning?
Yes.
Mr. Glover?
Yes.
Mr. Lewis?
Yes.
Myself, yes. And I can't, I'm getting behind here. Next thing is bid approval for desktops technology. Have a motion on it?
Motion to approve?
Second. Discussions? Not a roll call. Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Apple?
Yes.
Mr. McCaleb?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mr. Manning?
Yes.
Mr. Glover?
Yes.
Lewis?
Yes.
Seven yes. Bid approval for Chromebooks technology. Do I have a motion?
Yes, sir.
Lewis. Second,
Second.
Glover. Any discussion?
Just a question.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Smith, how long does an average Chromebook last?
We're not getting, Bonnie can probably tell you, but they're not holding up what I'm seeing, like, you know, by law, we've gotta have, everything's gotta be within a 5-year cycle. We're generally about a 3-year, we're running, but Bonnie, but these Chromebooks, what I'm seeing, are not making that, are they?
Google, and Google has an expiration date of 7 years.
We have to replace them anyway, but
But we put that in our bid, like, we want the expiration date to be 7 years out. And so that's what we hope to have in 7 years, but we have to repair a lot of them.
we're seeing a lot of repairs.
Anything else? Anybody else? Okay, roll call. Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Apple?
Yes.
Mr. McCallum?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mr. Manning?
Yes.
Mr. Glover?
Yes.
Mr. Lewis?
Yes.
Myself, yes. Bid on approval for copying paper. Have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Mr. Jones, Mr. Apple. Discussions?
So this is for the whole school year, not a partial school?
That's just per case as we order it for the year.
Has the supply got better?
Yes, sir,
The supply got better on it?
it's better. I think that's probably the reason a group out of Nashville didn't bid. I was kind of shocked we only had one bid. But I think, I look at that, it's cheaper than what we were getting it, isn't it? In the past, I think their biggest thing, they promised them if we ordered it, we'd have it next day, and I think it wasn't worth them.
Do we take delivery of it all at once, or we just get it partially as we need it,
We get this partial.
as we need it?
Yep.
Because we don't have.
Yeah, well, we don't order X number, you wouldn't have a waste, you'd use next year, but it is as a needed basis, and this bid's good for the year.
Any more discussion? Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Apple?
Yes.
Mr. McCallum?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mr. Manning?
Yes.
Mr. Glover?
Yes.
Mr. Lewis?
Yes.
So, yes. Bid approval for installation vendor, is that right? Do I have a motion on it?
So moved.
Mr. Manning, second.
Second.
Mr. Glover, discussion? If not, Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Apple?
Yes.
Mr. McCallum?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mr. Manning?
Yes.
Mr. Glover?
Yes.
Mr. Lewis?
Yes.
Myself, yes. Bid approval for intercoms. Have a motion?
Motion.
Mr. Jones?
Second.
Mr. Apple? Discussions?
Can I just-
Yes, sir.
These intercoms, these is a ones that's been in them since the original schools were built. It hurts me to put $60,000 in a 50-something-year-old building, but our buildings are in good shape. Was the only bid we got. We went as, it's a safety thing, as much as anything, because if we tie in with some of these safety systems we're wanting to get, they're gonna have to tie in, but we can't even get parts now for these schools we're replacing. They don't exist anymore. So that's why, to me, it sounded pretty expensive, but we checked around and we did get some pretty, even though it's one bid, I think it's a very good bid. But, it's just hard anymore, and normally they can get, as you say, we're not even getting bids. We're lucky to get one like that.
And this will put an intercom in every room?
Yeah, these will. These right here will be in every room will be able to talk, and they're basic. They're not got telephones and all that, but they'll get out and they will integrate like this thing Bonnie's doing with the camera system, and then this, hopefully the new thing we're doing, if we go to the card thing with them, and we might, we're trying to see if we can possibly tie this into our safety grant, and it don't cost us anything, you know, or tie it into one of our grants, so there's a possibility we can go back and get reimbursed, is that right, Norman?
How long would it be before they're installed if it passes?
He is hoping to get these in at the time school starts. He's hoping to have them in. I talked to him earlier today, he's having surgery, and he's hoping to have them in by the time school starts. Because he's talking about it, we're putting in a new sound system in it, one of the gym in Bournemouth, and maybe, depending on what. And I said, we'd rather have these intercom systems in, we can get them in, because they're more important, especially safety-wise. But
What about-
every teacher and most of the aides now have not just a cheat, but a two-way radio also.
What about like a panic button or some sort for, in each room? Would that be?
These will probably have that, Randy, in there, but if we get that system we're trying to get on the grant, if we can get that done, it will tie into this with the phone and with the safety button and to the sheriff's department. So that's what we're trying to get all integrated in one deal.
Okay.
Anything else? Not roll call. Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Apple?
Yes.
Mr. McCallum?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mr. Manning?
Yes.
Mr. Glover?
Yes.
Mr. Lewis?
Yes.
Myself, yes. Bid approval for Gordonsville High School's parking lot paving project. I have a motion.
So moved.
Mr. Manning? Second?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Lewis? Discussion.
Yeah,
Go ahead, sir.
one of them was a bid, what the other one bid, I mean, 5 times more.
You gonna address that?
I'm
Well,
curious.
I don't really know how to address it with that, but they had the same specs, it's put out there, they walked it, didn't walk throughs, you know, we had 2 walk-through days, so
One
both.
of those excavations as much as the total bid of the other one.
So the other welding center, will it not need some asphalt too, or
Which one?
the other one not?
Here, maybe, well, we won't know till we get that, this is gonna be a need, obviously, because of where it sits. 'Cause I'm sure you guys have heard, that's the complaint, I get complaints on both sides, but the complaint I get over there, they think we're taking parking, or actually, I think, gonna gain, according to paving companies, somewhere around 68 spaces, because they're gonna change the traffic flow, and go down there, they're not going, I know Mr. Winker and I talked, the old wall down there is kind of I don't know if antique, rustic, I don't know what, historic, I guess is a good word. It's not gonna be touched, but it will be paved down there, so you're gonna gain about 68 to 80 parking places
You talking about in front of the school?
in front of the school there, and the way they're gonna redesign it. It's gonna go one way all the way around the building. So right now, we've got toward the church, stuff, there's some, they pull off there, anyone use it, so that's part of what he bid during the paving thing.
When will this take place?
When? He thinks, I say he, because I told him either one, but it's not been awarded, but we put this restraints on it, and the one that had the low bid I talked to today and said, I don't make that decision, but if you get it, we want you to crank, okay? And they felt like they're trying to have it ready time school starts. I don't know how they're gonna get that done, but that, both groups were told that when they bid, that, at all possible, try to get every group. We only had 2 bid, but we told both of them in person that walked through.
Any more discussions? Not roll call. Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Apple?
Yes.
Mr. McCallum?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor? Mr. Taylor? Yes, are you?
Yes.
Yeah. Mr. Manning? Yeah, I'm gonna need you give me a yes?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Manning?
Yes.
Mr. Glover?
Yes.
Mr. Lewis?
Yes.
Myself, yes. Requesting permission to sell buses on govdeals.com. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second? Mr. Jones. No use for roll call. We're not spending. Hopefully, we're getting money. So, all in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
I want to ask you something.
Oh, you want, yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
If they don't bring what we want them to bring, we reject them, right?
Yes, Mr.
And
So what would we do then? Do it locally, do it like we used to?
Well, we have the option of rebidding, because it just depends on the time, so even though I asked permission, I kind of watched and scroll down at the school districts within about 100 miles, if they've got a ton of them out there, we're not gonna get any money, so I just sit on them until I don't see a lot, and then I try to put them out there. So on the last round of buses, I put a $3,000 beginning bid on, and thought, ooh, because last time we only did 1,500. And I think, 6,000 was our lowest one, so I'm not really, as long as I time it right, when the market's not flooded within about 100 miles of us, and the 3 buyers all came out of Mexico and El Salvador anyways. So we got really good money for those last buses.
So when will they be sold if we vote through it?
If you approve it tonight, I'm on vacation all next week. I will have to set a date to run the ads for the 2 weeks and then do it. But I need to take a look at that deals and see what's being sold right now. If there's a lot of them, I'll hold off and do it the following month.
And I want to take an opportunity to, you know, we have a good fund balance. And one reason, there's many reasons we do, but our supervisors treat each department like it's theirs. And I want to take an opportunity, next week I'm going to give you more detailed on, but just like you was getting $600 sometimes to $1,200 what we was averaging a bus. And she's not making any more for doing it, but now you're getting $6,000. You sold a truck on there that I wouldn't have given $3,500. I mean, I'm not talking about anybody bought it, it's away from here, so I guess it brought $15,000 time you paid the.
And it's all in the pictures. The better you get the pictures, we put everything in there, we list what's wrong, we give them the opportunity to see the records that I've got for 15 years of the bus. You add all of that up there, and they know I'm gonna give them everything we've done to them. It's like double the price they're willing to pay for them versus some people, and it is as is. We've got the 2 of the ones coming up have mechanical issues that we've given enough money into, and it's one thing after the next, and we've lost so many routes, they're just sitting and deteriorating. There's no reason to spend that money to try to keep them running, so I'm gonna get rid of one we can. But I still think they'll bring a good price.
Any more discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Okay, next thing is bid approval for gasoline. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Discussions? Not roll call. Mr. Jones? Yes. Mr. Apple?
Yes.
Mr. McCaleb?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mr. Manning?
Yes.
Glover? Mr. Glover?
Yes.
Mr. Lewis?
Yes.
7 yes. Bid approval on diesel. Have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Second. Discussions on it? If not, another roll call. Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Apple?
Yes.
Mr. McCallum?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor? Mr. Manning?
Yes.
Mr. Glover?
Yes.
Mr. Lewis?
Yes.
7 yes. Next thing is evaluation of the director.
Mine's lost service or something that's locked up. I'm still stuck on the vote on the 4 buses. But every time
I'll
I,
let you do. Did it record his on the buses?
Well, when I close the electronic voting, it does an automatic yes, unless I'm marking it.
but I can't get rid of that.
Just hit the little refresh button. Yeah.
Well, it's,
I don't think I got the memo for the color
Is
coordinator.
this one still open? All right, there we go.
yeah, okay.
There we go.
All right.
What are we on?
Don't know,
now?
just locked up there.
Which one are we on?
She hasn't closed that now yet.
Okay,
Yeah, we're still showing.
the diesel.
Voted for.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, you're there.
Yeah, just locked up.
Okay, next thing is the evaluations of the director. Now, the way they, percentages are rolled on this, an excellent is 81% to 100%. Mr. Smith got a 99%. I think that maybe had one or two that didn't vote 100% on public relation. I seen another here that was 97% that was board superintendent relations. Other than that, that was only, saying to see you. Anybody want to discuss this?
I think he earned every inch of 99% and more. Director Smith made a comment about supervisors and things being one of the reasons that we have a fund balance, and that is true. However, a lot of those things start at the top, and he works hard to make sure that we have grant money and all this going on, and he's overseeing several facilities. I can't speak for everyone, but if I have a question, he always keeps me informed about anything I ask him. You couldn't give me his job. I wouldn't take it for $1 million, and I appreciate everything he does. He's driving a large ship that has a lot of parts, and I think he does an excellent job.
Any more comments from anyone? If not, you got your annual policy reviews that I hope you get a chance to go over. Mr. Winkler, you don't have anything? Would you like to say, I think you'd like to say something,
I'm gonna
Mr.
address
Smith?
more, I'm gonna address more next, I talked to Joe earlier too, I've got some numbers and stuff on, I hope to have you some really good news next month, when we get some numbers in. Norma and I are trying to get some, or Norma and working with the finance department, we're trying to get some concrete numbers from the governor's office and the TISA formula. I want to go back again to absolutely commend our supervisors. We started last year. I think we had a real good feel of this TISA formula. It looks like preliminary or numbers. We're thrilled. We didn't lie, steal, or cheat, but we understood it, and I hope that we really done a good job of getting our numbers accurate, and it looks like we're going to be in really good shape, but I don't want to put it out there until we know. I want to catch you up a little bit on the wellness centers. The wellness centers are pretty much on schedule. We did hope to have actually started to dig in now, but he's got a little bit behind on engineering, and I was hoping Travis here, but I think he's on vacation, somebody thought this month. But he's having some permits, but I think we're where we thought he'd be at pretty much on the cost and so on. They're assuring us the cafeteria is, it scares me. I go up there every day, and I'm not seeing a lot of activity, but at what you're getting on the weekly and the monthly meetings, they think they're where they're supposed to be out on target to be in about the second week of school. We have a good plan in place with using that bus and so on. I think as far as transporting the food, if we need to, but I'm hoping we'll be in that by the middle of the month. Sure, they're telling us that we will be, but like I said, I'm not seeing a lot, unless they're working at night, I'm not seeing a lot of activity, but I have no reason to doubt them. It gets me a little antsy. But like I said, next month, I hope to have you some really good news on some stuff, and I hope that we can give you some exact grant numbers that we brought in. We brought in approximately $20 million in fortunate grants that we've. The thing about grants is you have to use them. You can't give them for raises. You can't give them, but when you can take and put a roof on, or you can put a door on, or an intercom system, it does free us up to have the luxury to do things we've been able to do and excel. So, but a lot of that has to do. Your wife, for example, didn't have to do it. She sent me yours. She's got an extra $200,000 a year in her program for the next 5 years. We're doing that, or supervisors are, and they're doing that on their own. And that's one of the main reasons that we're excelling, because they're doing an excellent job. So thank you for supporting myself and them to allow them to do that. But we'll give you, hopefully, we're excited about some things we might be able to do, and I hope we can give you a really good report next month.
Anything else from anybody? Not to have a motion to adjourn? Second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Do we vote on adjourn?
If it's raining outdoors, I think we're talking longer.
Well, I've got a 911 board meeting at